Thank you so much, Madam Chairman, and thank you, Ranking Member Bozeman, for all you've done. And I certainly appreciate the Secretary being here and have enjoyed our years that we've had the opportunity to work together. During the recess, I, in 3 days, put 1,000 miles on my car going up and down Mississippi, looking at different things, and we have a very serious problem brewing in Mississippi right now. So I was so excited that this is falling on today because we truly need help. And it's the southern pine beetle, which is by far the most destructive forest pest in the southern United States, as you're well aware. But my goal today is one to make you aware of the issue because it is so serious. You know, so many people look at that stand of trees as their kids' college savings fund. So many people look at that stand of trees as their retirement. And I just wanted to make you aware of this today and see if I could get some help with you in the department to try to help me address this because it is truly critical. Mississippi suffered a historic drought last year. And at one point, all 82 Mississippi counties were in a D3 extreme drought or worse, according to the U.S. Drought Monitor. Prolonged drought stresses trees, especially pine trees, and it stressed pine tree is a ringing dinner bell for the pine beetle. All this to say, Mississippi is experiencing a major southern pine beetle outbreak, and private forest landowners across the state are devastated. Here are a few stats from the most recent report prepared by the U.S. Forest Service Southern Research Station and the Mississippi Forestry Commission. Nearly 80,000 acres of pine mortality. I've never seen anything like it driving just down the side of the road, and we've removed several from my mom's yard because these trees are also in neighborhoods falling on houses. But over 12.5 million dead trees, we call them widowmakers in Mississippi. Conservative economic impact estimates indicate $96 million in lost timber, which affects so many things, including the sawmills and everything else. But the Mississippi Forestry Commission has also reported 230 fires across 9,000 acres, and foresters expect all of these problems to get worse as we're going into the spring season. Now is the time for action. It's time to respond to infestations and, importantly, prevent further outbreak, because that is so sensitive. I understand the USDA's Farm Service Agency's Emergency Forest Restoration Program, or the EFRP, provides cost-share assistance to private landowners to carry out emergency measures to restore forests following national disasters. Drought and insect infestations are eligible disasters under EFRP, and a commercial thinning, removal of damaged trees, fire breaks, and prescribed burning, all of which happen to be helpful activities in combating the southern pine beetle, are also eligible practices. So EFRP sounds like a viable option for landowners in Mississippi, but I have heard some challenges and concerns about the program, such as the amount of time that it takes to receive cost-share payments following the disaster. Some landowners need financing up front to carry out emergency measures, and without it, they often never take action. Only the FSA National Office, not FSA County Office committees, can authorize this EFRP for drought and insect infestations, which makes getting that authorization potentially more time-consuming as well. So my question to you, Mr. Secretary, are there ways USDA and our Congress can improve the overall quality of assistance provided through EFRP?
I think the answer to your question is yes. There's a concern, I think, about transitioning it back to the county, because then it's difficult to keep track of the resources that are being allocated county to county. That's why it has to sort of funnel up to the national office. But certainly we can look for ways in which we can streamline that process. We can also, I think, look and should be looking at a way in which we can perhaps adjust the cost share issue in terms of advance payments so that work isn't delayed. I think those are two things that we ought to be doing.